Marriage is one of the most beautiful commitments two people can make. It's a journey filled with love, growth, and shared experiences. But in today's world, we've allowed modern-day distractions and unrealistic standards to take over our relationships. We focus on shallow things like appearances, money, or the next seemingly perfect person. We lose sight of what really matters. In this video, we'll talk about the 10 signs your marriage could fail, how these signs show up in everyday life, and how you can fix them before it's too late. Let's dive in. 1. Unrealistic expectations. In modern relationships, we often expect our partners to tick every box on our list. They should be successful, always look good, make us happy, and somehow still read our minds. But the truth is, no one is perfect, and setting the bar impossibly high only sets your marriage up for failure. Take social media, for example. We see picture-perfect couples taking exotic vacations, giving each other expensive gifts, or living what looks like a fairy tale life. It's easy to think, why isn't my marriage like that? But here's the reality: what you see online is curated. It's a highlight reel, not the full story. What this leads to: disappointment when your partner doesn't meet these unrealistic standards. Constant comparison that leaves you feeling like your marriage isn't good enough. How to fix it? Sit down with your partner and discuss realistic expectations for your relationship. Remind yourself that no marriage is perfect, and what truly matters is the love and effort you both put in daily. 2. Neglecting emotional connection. In the chaos of life, work, kids, and endless to-do lists, it's easy to let your emotional connection with your partner slip away. You might still live under the same roof, but are you really connecting? When was the last time you talked about your dreams, shared your fears, or even just laughed together? Emotional intimacy is the glue that holds a marriage together. Without it, you become two strangers sharing the same space. What this leads to: feeling lonely in your marriage, even when you're physically together. A growing emotional distance that makes conflicts harder to resolve. How to fix it? Make time for deep conversations, even if it's just 10 minutes before bed. Plan regular date nights where you focus on each other without distractions like phones or work. 3. Prioritizing looks over character. Modern relationships often place too much value on physical appearance. We're drawn to the perfect face or body, but we forget to ask, is this person kind? Loyal? Do they share my values? Imagine this: you marry someone based solely on their looks. But as the years pass, their appearance changes, because that's what happens to all of us. If there's no strong foundation of shared values, respect, and genuine love, what's left to keep your marriage together? What this leads to: disappointment when your partner's looks inevitably change. A shallow connection that can't withstand life's challenges. How to fix it? Celebrate your partner's inner qualities, like their sense of humor, compassion, or resilience. Remember that a strong marriage is built on character, not superficial traits. 4. Thinking someone else is better. The grass always seems greener on the other side. You might think your coworker, gym buddy, or someone you follow online would be a better partner. But have you ever stopped to consider why you feel that way? The truth is, you don't really know these people. You see a polished version of them, but you haven't lived with them, argued with them, or faced challenges together. Your partner, on the other hand, has stood by you through thick and thin. What this leads to: resentment toward your current partner. risk of emotional or physical infidelity. How to fix it? Shift your focus back to your partner and what makes them special. Remind yourself that every relationship has its flaws and the perfect person doesn't exist. 5. Poor communication. Communication is the foundation of any successful marriage, yet it's often the first thing to break down. Maybe you stop sharing your thoughts because you're afraid of starting a fight, or you start speaking in a way that's hurtful, not constructive. When communication suffers, misunderstandings multiply. Small issues become big problems, and before you know it, you're arguing about things that don't even matter. What this leads to: frequent arguments, or worse, complete silence. Feeling unheard or misunderstood. How to fix it? Practice active listening. Really hear what your partner is saying without interrupting. Use I statements to express how you feel instead of blaming your partner. 6. Focusing on materialism. In today's world, success is often measured by material possessions: a big house, a fancy car, or expensive vacations. But if your marriage becomes a competition to keep up with others, you lose sight of what truly matters. Financial stress is one of the top reasons couples divorce. But it's not always about not having enough, it's often about spending too much time chasing material things. What this leads to: constant stress and arguments about money. Neglecting emotional connection in favor of financial goals. How to fix it? Agree on a budget and financial priorities together. Focus on experiences and memories rather than things. 7. Taking each other for granted. Over time, it's easy to stop noticing the little things your partner does. Maybe they always make your coffee in the morning or take care of chores without being asked. When you stop appreciating these gestures, your partner might feel unvalued and unimportant. And when someone feels unappreciated, they start to pull away. What this leads to: resentment on both sides. A lack of effort to keep the relationship alive. How to fix it? Say thank you often, even for small things. Show your appreciation through thoughtful actions, like leaving a sweet note or planning a surprise date. 8. Ignoring boundaries. Boundaries are essential in a healthy marriage. They protect your individuality and create a safe space for both partners to thrive. Without boundaries, one partner might feel smothered or disrespected. For example, constantly checking your partner's phone or not giving them space to unwind can lead to tension. What this leads to: feelings of suffocation or lack of trust. Arguments about personal freedom and privacy. How to fix it? Discuss boundaries openly and respect them. Trust your partner unless they give you a reason not to. Lack of effort. Marriage isn't something you can set and forget. It requires constant effort, from showing affection to resolving conflicts. When one or both partners stop trying, the relationship becomes stagnant, and stagnation often leads to dissatisfaction. What this leads to: feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Increased risk of infidelity or divorce. How to fix it? Surprise your partner with small acts of love, like cooking their favorite meal. Commit to regular date nights or shared activities to keep the spark alive. 10. Avoiding conflict resolution. Every couple fights, but the way you handle those fights determines the health of your marriage. Avoiding conflict or constantly sweeping things under the rug only causes problems to fester. Healthy conflict resolution involves addressing issues head-on with respect and understanding. What this leads to: unresolved issues that build resentment, a toxic cycle of arguments or emotional distance. How to fix it: learn to fight fair, focus on the issue, not the person. Seek counseling if conflicts become too difficult to manage alone. Marriage isn't about perfection, it's about growth, partnership, and choosing each other every day. If you see these signs in your marriage, don't panic. The good news is that recognizing the problem is the first step toward solving it. Remember, the best marriages are built on love, respect, and effort. So cherish your partner, nurture your connection, and never stop fighting for what truly matters. Let me know in the comments if any of these signs resonated with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more advice on building stronger relationships. Let's work together to create love that lasts.